Well, thank you for seeing me. Yeah, I know you're busy. I wanted to thank you again for everything you did. Katie and I really appreciate it. Everybody's being so kind. Everybody's been right there with us through everything. Give us everything we need. That's due in large part, I know, to the way you run this church. And the funeral was beautiful. Katie wanted me to thank you and Miss Carey for the camellias. She was going to send a note, but and what you said when you preached, well, it was exactly right. It was exactly what we wanted. It was. Yes, it was. We have not been able to get to church these past few weeks. I know. Hard to get out of the house. Truth is, I'm in trouble. I need your help. You know me. I'm not one to run to you every time something went wrong. My life's not been easy, but I'm used to handling my own problems on my own, with the help of the limitless love. But I thought after we went through the funeral, after we put him in the ground, I thought things would get better. Not overnight, of course. It takes time. I know that. I know. But I thought it would get easier to take. Just a little better every day. You told me that. But it's getting worse. It gets harder to handle every minute goes by. I don't know if Katie's any better or worse than me. Katie is just she's just silent. Our boy's gone. And every single hope I ever had's gone with him. And the thought of that loss taints everything that I've got left. I just can't. I can't work. I can't watch a game or sleep. And questions and doubts and every decision I ever made about little Dale passes through my mind. Did I spare the rod too much? Did we go to church enough? Should I made him go to Bible camp just one more year? If I hadn't let him quit football, would he have been a little tougher? Should I have kept him at home instead of letting him go to Tuscaloosa? I tell you, that boy was fine and normal when he left home for college. We put him out there in the world and it started to go wrong. Some sickness contaminated his mind and he said he didn't feel right anymore. Maybe he never felt right, he said. Maybe his whole life was a lie. Now, half of what he said didn't make any sense to me at all. And Reverend, he went to some kind of counselor on campus, some therapist, some mental health professional. And I'll tell you this, I never hated anybody in my life, not really, but I hate him. I know I'm not supposed to. He told me my son had symptoms of clinical depression. Little Dale called me up and asked me if he could go to a psychiatrist for medication. Medication. All I could say was, no, absolutely not. He pleaded with me. He cried. I asked him over and over again what was wrong. Why are you so sad, son? I don't know, Daddy. I just feel useless. Like none of this is worth doing. What's this? This life. I heard him talk like that. It made me feel like I was sinking in a swamp. But it made me mad at him all the same. Depression. Everybody feels down sometimes. It's part of life. But you get over it. You move on. You pray. You pray and you wait for God to give you some answers. Medicine is for the body. God is the only way to heal the mind. Some pills, they don't resolve the issues of the soul. Do they? If you have a problem, you wrap it in prayer and you send it to God. You told me that. I said, bathe that sadness in prayer, son. We talked to him 4 or 5 times a day. We prayed together over the phone. I did everything I could to snap him out of it. Katie tried to entice him home. Baby, I'll make that macaroni and cheese you love, that cobbler too. Anything you want. I'll take care of you like I used to. Your mind just needs rest, she said. That's when he started lying, saying he was better because he didn't want me driving to Tuscaloosa to bring his butt home. I'm doing better, he'd say. I could feel him fading away, and all the time he sounded more and more empty. When he went off to school, we started to send him things, and a little thing to come across, just to let him know we're thinking about him, T-shirts and books and things. Things I thought he might like, When he started to get sad, I went right on Amazon. I ordered a Bible verse plaque for his wall. I said, it said, you put your hope in the Lord, and He is our help and our shield. A reminder. Now you look at those words, son, you pray on those words. Yes, sir, he said. After we went to pack up his things at his dorm room, it was still in the box. I tell you, Reverend, I believe in the Word. I believe the Bible is the Word of God, and I never had more respect for you in my life the day you were preaching, and you stood up there and you lifted that Bible over your head and you said, I believe every word in this book is true, because I believed it too. More than anything. Raise up a child in the way he should go, and he will not depart from it. That is what the Word says. The first day I held up little Dale in my hands. I said, it's a deal, Lord. I will raise him up in the Word. I will raise my boy right. And he will stay on the path. He will be a good man. He will have a good life because he will have a relationship with God. Now I know it's wrong and it's sinful, but I feel like God didn't keep up his end of the deal. He broke a promise to me that he made long ago. And no matter what I do, I can't help but feeling that way. Please, Reverend. My mind is turned against me. Questions and doubts are inflicting my spirit. Now I have questions and doubts about every choice that I've ever made. I can't stop my mind from churning, but the stain won't come out of it. It's always there. And you said that God speaks to you, and I believe He does. So I need you to tell me, why did God let my boy hang himself? You tell me why.